Hello, and welcome to Tea Time here on C is for Crone. And I am Ray, and I am the Crone in C is for Crone. And welcome to our early morning, late night, early morning episode of Tea Time. Hello, Morgana. And I'm using my birthday present that my husband got me for my birthday, which is on Saturday. Myself a tripod. So now I can have better angles and stuff. So yes. So what's in my cup? I don't have a snack. Late night and everything. I have ice water in here. Just this wonderful thing. I didn't want to get it, but my husband needs to have ice, and he just felt it would be easier to get an ice machine. And as it turned out, the ice maker, yes, Morgana, does make better ice cubes for him than the regular ice cube trays that we have. And holy moly, do they smush up in the magic bullet. So now I can make my own slushies at home, so I don't have to go out. I think so. I was reading Narnia, and the first book is The Magician's Nephew. I am now in chapter 9 of that, The Founding of Narnia. I'm only that far in this whole book, but there are 6-7 books in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 books in here, and I am enjoying myself. I'm making an effort to try and get to bed at night so I can read my book. And I've decided that Sundays, no matter how much stuff there needs to do, as long as the plants that aren't planted are doing okay, I need to take Sunday off. Maybe do some weeding, but I need to have a very, very rather slow day on Sundays. And there can be nothing better than curling up with my book. And I've got the platform down. There needs adjustments need to be done for my meditation, yoga, prayer space. So, getting really closer. I've used it a couple of times just to sit on it and just listen to the wind in the trees or the birds or whatever. So, but anyways, really, really enjoying it. The wizard and the nephew, the magician and his nephew, all sorts of trouble almost from the beginning in The Magician's Nephew. I really do suggest that if you like Lord of the Rings and that kind of, take a chance and read this. Take a moment, stop, and go and get the Narnia series. A lot of libraries have them. You checking out the stand there, Morgana? There we go. Careful. Don't bump the camera. Come here, baby. Come on. More. Woo! Carefuls. Careful. That was Morgana video bombing. Never a dull moment when it comes to the furry kiddos. Yes, the Fantastic Four. Yes, very, very much enjoying it. So it was indeed the other book, Old Wives' Tales. Just wasn't grabbing me. So anyways, so yes, enjoying this and totally enjoying my camera stand. Very, very nice. Little pre-birthday here on the way early in the morning. It's not 3 o'clock in the morning in here. So I don't have anything to read, any poetry on me or anything like that. But I thought what I would do is just take a moment, because there are other ways to relax. And one of the things that I like to do with relaxing is called Where Am I? And you can do this with a partner or by yourself. A lot of people have trouble with meditation, and this one is great. Just sit down with pen and paper and keep a journal, and you can just shopping list this, like point it or whatever. But it's all about using the 5 senses, which is in a lot of ways what books do for me. They engage all my 5 senses. Taste is a little hard, but being very sensory, if they talk about chocolate, a lot of times I can bring up chocolate or whatever. And so anyways, it's a who, what, where, what. Well, no, why. Why? Because it's good to relax. But it's, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you feel? Like taking a moment and walk along the beach. If you're walking along the beach, what do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? Do you taste anything? Do you have a drink in your hand? Are you chewing gum? Or do you have trail mix? Like that kind of. Are you sitting on the beach? Are you at the ocean, lake? What do you smell? And what I found as a writing exercise, really good writing exercise, doing the 5 senses, in the what. Because you could even write down the how. How is the relaxing on the beach making you feel? But by writing it down, here is the absolute bonus to writing it down. If you get interrupted, unlike with regular meditation where you're supposed to, and clear your mind and everything, when you write down these where am I's, if you get interrupted, you can pick it up. You may have lost a little bit of the flow, but a lot of the energy can still be there. And if you journal it, you can pick it up a month later. Hello, Vash. Hi, sweetie. A month later, and you can read them. And they don't need to take any more than about 5 minutes, 15 at max, to write these things out. Just allow yourself a breathing moment, which, like I said, is what books do for me. And I'm really glad to have them. If you do try out the Where Am I exercise, remember it's what do I hear, what do I see, what do I smell, what do I taste, what do I touch. If you do try that out, please leave in the comments how it worked for you. I don't know that it's going to work for everybody, but it definitely is worth a try. It's being mindful. It takes you out of the moment, if you're being really stressful. And sometimes that could be a really good way to end your day right before bed, just to imagine vacationing in Bermuda or Cancun or Scottish Highland trip, or skiing in the Italian Alps. To just sit down and write and imagine what it would be like swooshing down on the snow on your skis or your snowboard. And if, what would it be like, as you do flipping with the snowboard. It can be anything that you want. It could just be a moment spent in the rain if you like that. Drinking your glass of wine. What is the mood like type thing. I find keeping it simple is best. And you can go back if you know it isn't wrong to sit there and forget something that you saw, to write it down next and say, oh, the next thing that I saw was. So, and if you do, if you do this, in the comments, write down how well it worked for you. And maybe if you're willing to share, write down what it was, just a brief, where you went on your mini mental vacation. So anyways, I will say good night. And because I've got a couple more videos to do before I curl up with my book and then bid the day adieu. But remember, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you next week on Tea Time, hopefully with much more of the book read. And good night.